Are you ready for a paradigm shift? Hey, Jason here. If you've been watching the channel, you've been seeing me go through Joburg, showing you how beautiful of a city it is, how safe it is here, and also how many family-friendly things there is to do here. And most important, I've been talking to you about success, what it is, how to get it, and then the three areas of life that I focus on: happiness, health, and wealth. And today I want to just talk about are you ready for a paradigm shift? Because so many times, most of us talk about how we want to change our lives. However, we don't want to change our mindset or our habits. And these habits are a paradigm, meaning they're habits that are unconsciously controlling us that we do on a daily basis. And before you no, Jason, this isn't true. I don't have any unconscious habits. I know exactly what I'm doing every day. We do this every day. Like if you wake up, when you get out of bed, you probably get out of bed on the same side every day, and you probably start your day doing the exact same things every day. When you go to put on your shoes, you don't have to think how to tie your shoes anymore, because it's a conscious programming inside of our subconscious. It's a programming inside of our subconscious mind. It's a natural habit or a paradigm. And the thing about this is we're not taught this as we're going through the different levels of school of how to start changing different paradigms to suit us for the level that we're at. And because of that, it has set most of us up for failure. And this is how we have all of these generational curses. The only curse is that it's a mindset or a paradigm that is being consistently passed down from generation to generation. So, if you're someone who eats, let's say someone in Texas, the natural diet in Texas is just like here in South Africa, meaning people just eat meat. People don't eat vegetables. If you don't know the statistics about, I think the statistic was 80% to 85% of people in America, the only vegetables they get on a consistent basis is either French fries from ordering a combo meal or the lettuce and tomatoes and onions if they eat it on their burger. And most people actually get it taken off. I used to be one of those. And so because of that, the next generation of children, you can already predict where their health is going to be. And this is something that insurance company knows, most government agency knows, most health agencies know. Because they have the statistics, they have the data, and they understand human behavior. So don't think oh, this is something Jason discovered. This is stuff that's been around for a long time, yo. I don't want to say thousands of years, which is the truth, because it's probably been around a lot longer than that if you look into real ancient civilizations and the real history of human beings. However, let's just go back for the last 100 years. Insurance companies, this is how they have premiums. This is how they have these different rates. There wouldn't be these different types of insurance policies if they didn't know they were going to win. And because of that, this is why you have new generations where it's getting harder to be insured, because they understand that your health is going to be bad. And they understand exactly when your health is going to start declining. And sadly to say, for the average American now, 40 to 45, that's an old, long life for most people. Most people are not living past 50 or even hitting 60 anymore. And if you're not looking at the paradigm of your eating, you're not going to understand that. You're just going to start thinking oh, I got diabetes because my grandmother had diabetes. Oh, I have heart disease because of my dad. Oh, I have gout because I used to see my mom with gout. And you're not understanding that a person does not pass on diseases or dis-ease. What they actually pass down to you is a paradigm, a habit that is programmed in your subconscious mind. And it's one of those things that I'm very conscious of, and I study when I watch people, especially when I watch people with children. Because you can see the difference between someone who feeds their kids vegetables and fruits on a daily basis and someone who feeds their kids cold drinks, soda, fizzy pops, or a bunch of junk food. You can see a difference in their behavior. You can see a difference also in their physical presence. And seeing that is why one of the reasons I'm very strict on my eating. Even though most people be like, oh man, you're strict. I'm lackadaisy on it. I'll be real with you, but I'm about to start, starting Monday, I'm going to start doing complete liquid. I'm going to just do protein shakes and just water all day. And the reason being is because there's parts of my paradigm around being healthy, eating, and all of that I still reprogram on a yearly basis. And so not just talking about paradigm, like I'm using the health as an example, but this goes into every area of your life. It goes into relationships. It goes into what do you consider fun? It goes into, do you have any toxic behavior? Like most people who grow up seeing parents or friends and family drinking all the time, they have a behavior of it's okay to drink. If you grow up and you saw someone using drugs, you have a different paradigm around drugs. And so let me give you an example of that. One of the reasons why I don't do any type of drugs, I've never done any heavy drugs in my life. I don't think I've done is weed, mushrooms, that level of plant medicine. It's because I grew up seeing my uncles on drugs. I saw them on heroin, I saw them on crack, I saw them on whatever else they were using. I also grew up seeing a lot of people heavily drinking. So for me, it gave me a paradigm of these things does not lead to success. So it automatically put a trigger or a programming in my mind to where my habit is to always stay away from those type of activities, even those type of people. One of the reasons why I've always been a person, like every year I would recollect on my thoughts, on my past life, and start seeing like, okay, where do I want to go in my life? I would also start evaluating who are the type of people that I want to continue to go through this new journey in my life. And it's something I still do today. And because I do that, that's one of the reasons why I don't hang out with people who excessively drink. I don't hang out with people who do any type of hard drugs, anything like that. Not that I have anything against it. I feel like, hey, your personal choice is your personal choice. My personal choice is my personal choice. It doesn't mean that I'm right, you're wrong. It just means we don't have to be in the same group. And that's one of the things that most people have to start coming into terms with. You have the control of who you want around in your life. And when you start practicing that control, you're going to start changing your paradigm. Because remember, like, I don't like just talking about what the problem is. I want to talk about how can you change the problem to get to a better solution. And so the first thing that you want to start doing if you want to change a paradigm around certain areas of your life, stop hanging around those people who do those things. So when Cece and I, when she was still living, when we left the United States and went to Central America, we left everybody who used to eat like Texans. So it became a lot easier for us to transition to a different eating lifestyle because we didn't have the peer pressure. We didn't have the I'm gonna just say it straight up, like most people bully. Even to this day, people don't realize they're trying to bully me into eating meat and stuff. And it's like, I know the health benefits of where I'm at now. Like, I could care less. And that's why I have this very nonchalant, not give a fuck attitude when it comes to a lot of things, because I know what I want in my life, and I know what certain paradigms don't get me in my life. And just because the paradigm of eating meat isn't for me doesn't mean it's not for you. However, maybe the paradigm of not drinking may be something that you should do like I do. And so you want to start changing the type of people that you hang around with to start changing that paradigm. Second thing you want to do is change your locations that you go to. This is one of the reasons why if you see my videos of Joburg, I'm all over the city, just going to random places and filming. What this does, it creates new roadmaps for me in my mind as far as places I can go. That's how I find all of these safe areas to go to. That's why I find how I find all these family-friendly stuff to go to. That's how I find these activities, because I started changing the locations. And this is something I do, just something I do in my life all the time. And this is one of the reasons why, like, sometimes people are like, oh, why you didn't go back to the U.S.? Why you didn't go back to either Panama? Why you didn't stay in Colombia? I believe in changing my locations all the time, especially after something drastic or some kind of life-changing event happens, because your paradigm is going to revert back to what it knows. And it can start making you go into something called your comfort zone, which then starts you start falling down, you start backtracking. If you look at my videos, like right after Cece passed away, you'll see I put on a lot of weight. I think I put on like maybe 15 to 20 pounds because I went back to the paradigm of emotionally eating a bunch of junk food, eating a bunch of vegan ice cream, eating a bunch of these things, fried food and stuff like that. Even now to this day, and what's the day? March 17th, I believe? No, today's March 18th. March 18th. Some of those paradigms are still in play today. And this is one of the reasons why I'm switching over to going liquid on Monday, because it's gonna, once I change it and interrupt that pattern, or interrupt that pattern, that habit from the paradigm, it's going to start changing, and it expands my mind to where it creates new space to do different things. And so this is one of the things of psychology, like you're not going to learn this usually if you're going to the universities or the big colleges. This is from actually reading practical psychology books. Like studying Sigmund Freud and all of that, it's not the best thing to do in the world if you really want to learn psychology. Psychology is the study of self, meaning the only person who can be your best psychologist is you. The only person who can be my best psychologist is me. And this is how I changed my life, yo. Like, I'm not saying this stuff to be like, oh, I'm better than you, and stuff like that. I'm like telling you, like, I had to put in the work. I had to be honest with myself. And then I had to start making sacrifices to make space for the person that I wanted to become. And so I hope this day got some value for you. Quick video for today on Saturday. I'm about to chill today. Look like we're not gonna have load shedding, so I'm just staying home. And look, just have a great weekend. Have a great day. I will see you on Sunday. Make sure you hit the like button. Share this content for others. Remember, sharing is what's gonna make the world better. Holding on to information is not serving us any purpose. And we've seen that from all the generations. And also subscribe to the channel so you can make sure you stay notified and get up-to-date content as I post videos daily. Have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow.